I'm Loong from Timber Group and also the band that play here, Raw Earth.
And I'm Surath, Godfrey. I'm the singer for Raw Earth.
Actually, I've been running because from the very first bar that we opened, Timber, at the substation. It's a live music venue in Singapore. I stopped playing for a while, and then after 5 years, 6 years of actually, finding talent for our live music venues. At the moment, we have 6 venues in Singapore. 5 of them have live music. So got itchy lah, watching all the young musicians play, and I felt like I want to come back and play a little bit, but not too much. So I spoke to Surath, and we discussed about having a band that's playing more of the blues, rock and roll, soul, a bit more old school, because not a lot of bands play the songs that we do, and we find that unique, and so yeah, that's sort of how it came about. We thought about a lot of names, and one thing that we try to perform is songs that are soulful, a little bit more of a rock and roll feel. Why don't you answer that?
Go back to the roots.
Yes.
Basically, we play music. We try to play music from the 60s, 70s, even sometimes 50s, 40s.
Yes.
So it's a raw music.
It's a raw kind of music, the old kind of music, and we try to bring it back, to a younger audience in Singapore. And we've been having a good time so far, because they don't get to see a lot of this music, or they listen to a lot of this music. So to them, they listen to a lot of Bruno Mars or Lady Gaga, and all these are music that I feature in my bar. But sometimes they want something different, and I think we try to offer something different to them. Soulful. Can I have another word?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, sure.
Passionate. We focus a lot on the old school stuff, but sometimes we experiment on some new stuff, especially with Raw Earth has got another step-brother called a band called Reverie. So Raw Earth and Reverie is actually made up of similar members. I don't play in Reverie, for example, and with Reverie, Surath does a lot of Amy Winehouse or songs like that, but it make it a little bit soulful. So you take Amy Winehouse song like Valerie, and you kind of make it like a little bit more sort of soul Motown vibe, So that's what we try to do. And I think music is to keep it interesting, not to copy it 100%. There's a lot of bands do that, and it's good, it's entertaining. But what do you offer to the music or song that the original artist will listen to and say, wow, okay, I didn't think that it could become that way. So we try to do that, and not do things for no reason.
And to add to that, what Danny said, in Singapore, it helps us to connect to the younger audience.
That's right.
When we play something that they have heard, they are still hearing in the radio, in our own way, we walk halfway through and meet halfway.
Wow, I can think of so many. Seriously, we would love to. Dream would be to do a song with Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. I mean, he's performing at Timber Rock and Roots in a few weeks. And Robert Plant is what you call a rock god. And some say the one and only rock god that has existed. Every rock singer has emulated Robert Plant, Led Zeppelin. Every singer has learned from Robert Plant. So I would say, if I have the chance to collaborate, it would be a dream come true to record with one of the pioneers of what you call blues rock. But there's so many. If I was to be greedy, I can mention 5 more. Let's start with Robert Plant.
If you're really dreaming, I would look at the Wembley Stadium. But for me, it really doesn't matter. The venue doesn't matter. We sometimes play gigs for 2-3 tables, and we have all of the time, because it's about just getting that story across and the feeling across.
It's about the audience, really. I mean, if the audience, even if it's 5 people, and they're really responding. We played, for example, at a bar in KL called No Black Tie. I think I played there about 12-13 times already. And we play back home at Barbershop, one of our blues clubs, Barbershop. And even though there's 2-3 tables, if they're smiling, they're grooving, it doesn't really matter to me. Well, we gotta really be disciplined and start working on new songs, meaning original songs, our own originals. We hope to do that. maybe in the next 12 months. Takes a lot of discipline because when you're so busy, writing songs is it's not so simple. You got to be inspired. You got to start the ball rolling. So I really like to do that, and maybe do an album within the next 12 months. Now it's recorded. I don't think we can back out. That's a problem. But never mind. It's a good problem, and I think that we want to really do that. And maybe because we have made so many contacts and friends in the US and also in the States, in the UK and Australia, we will send these albums and hopefully we get an opportunity. And you know what? I think it's time that the Asian band makes waves in the rest of the world. And we've got fantastic talent in Malaysia and Singapore, fantastic talents. But if you stay in Singapore, Malaysia and you don't spread your music out there, you never know, isn't it? So what we hope to do is be part of that movement. I think there is a movement. Even in Malaysia, there's some great singers that I know that's playing in the UK and also in Singapore. So I think we're all going towards a better time for local music in Singapore, Malaysia.
For me, a few of the biggest inspirations are Led Zeppelin. Robert Plant is one big inspiration. Of course, when it comes to blues, B.B. King. Very big inspiration. Also artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan. We can go to Eric Clapton, a little bit more modern. Also for me, I like the 80s rock, 70s, 80s rock as well. It's like Eagles, Beatles is a big influence.
Rolling Stones.
Well, there have been plenty of blunders, but we somehow get through it.
we somehow get through it because we work together. We actually enjoy each other's company, which is not the same for some bands. I won't say a lot of bands. Some bands can't stand each other. But we actually enjoy each other's company. It helps, you see. You are hanging out with the guys and playing music. You better like them. If not, please forget about it.
Pre-performance.
Yeah.
Ritual.
Except for maybe some alcohol, nothing else. But yeah, it's nothing.
We don't really have. I would say that I will just get the guys together sometimes and say let's do the show. It's sometimes about being in a band is really you should enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, forget about it. No point. So we get together, we try to spend some time. And last time we went for dinner, it was really nice together. And I think with that, it shows on stage. Because if I don't like his face, you will know. But we like each other, of course. We are okay. It's a tough question. Because every time a good show is on, we are performing.
Yeah.
That's how busy we are. So book us in advance. I would say, I don't know, maybe something different for Friends. I used to like to watch Friends. But I find the song, because so many seasons, the song got very boring. By middle, I wish if we had a chance, we would come in and do something a little bit different. A little bit more aggro, because I think the friendship went a bit aggro. So, so the song didn't really apply already, So I'll say that's one, if you would ask me. Hi, hot readers. It's a little bit hot right here, but it was really good talking to you. If you do come to Singapore, come check us out. Join our Facebook page, just Raw Earth, 2 words, Singapore, and then you'll find us. And Surath, what do you want to say?
Well, thank you so much for having us featured in your magazine. And yeah, if you drop by Singapore, come for some blues and rock and roll and visit us. We'll rock you out.
And we look forward to playing with more Malaysian musicians. We have actually done so before. Dasha Logan is one of them, and so we would like to work with a lot more Malaysian musicians, and I think have that kind of cross-cultural, artistic exchange. Yeah. So have a good day, hot viewers, readers.